Hello everyone, welcome to another coding interview question. So this time we are going to discuss reverse vowels, and as usual, we will be discussing the problem description, how to approach this problem step by step, and finally the coding implementation. So make sure to like and subscribe to get prepared for your next coding interview. Alright, so let's start. So for the problem description, we are given a non-empty string and we have to reverse the vowels. So this is similar to our previous problems actually, that we have to reverse a string. However, this time we are only going to reverse the vowels. We are given the input hello, and then we have to output holle. How did we come up with this? So we go through all the letters, and then if it's a vowel, we reverse them. So we only have two letters here, which are E and O. So we swap those two, and then we get holle. So we'll understand that clearly as we go through the slides. So step-by-step approach. So here is our string. We put them in an array. So, okay, we have it there now. And then we would have a start cursor and an end cursor. Alright, so the start cursor will move to the right as long as it hasn't found a vowel and as long as it's less than the end cursor. And then same for the right cursor, it would move to the left until it finds a vowel. And now we start simulating. So we move the left cursor to the right, and then for the right cursor, it's already on a vowel, so it doesn't move anymore. And then we swap the values. And then it will move again until it finally meets the end cursor. Now that they have met, we end the loop and then return this value. Okay. Now another example is Hello Earth. So we would have the start cursor again and the end cursor, and then we move the left cursor to the right until we find a vowel. So now we find a vowel. Now we move the right cursor to the left until we find a vowel. Okay, R, then A. Now that we are pointing in vowels, we will be swapping them. And then now, for the left cursor, we move it again until we find another vowel. The right cursor will move to the left, and then swap them again until the start cursor meets the end cursor, and then we end. So for the coding implementation, we are given a class named solution1 and a main method that contains a list of strings that we should reverse the vowels. So the first string is hello, next is hello earth, next is A, I, O, U, which are all vowels, and B, C, D, F, G, which are all consonants. And then we're going to loop through all the strings, display the original string, and display the reverse vowel string. The first thing that we're going to need is a utility method that checks if the value that we are currently at is a vowel. If you remember earlier, if the current index holds a value of a consonant, we will continue on looping until we find a vowel. So this is the purpose of this. And then now we're going to check by typing all the vowels that we know of. Well, of course there are only 5, but we have lowercase and uppercase, so we will type both of them. So we are typing A, E, I, O, U right now. And then just copy and pasting. And then correct the values. So A, E, I, O, U. And then uppercase A, uppercase E, uppercase I, uppercase O, and uppercase U. And then just delete the excess. Alright, now we can continue to the next one. And now we're going to work on the actual method, which is reverse vowels method. And it accepts a string, but then we have to convert it to character array. So string array is equal to str.toChar_array. And then we're going to declare start and end. So these are the cursors that we will be using to loop through all the characters of the array. So end would be string.length -1. Okay. Now we're going to start looping. So as long as start is less than end, we continue on checking all the values of the array. And then we type in while start is less than end. And also, if it's not yet a vowel, so we type in not is vowel. So we're going to check the start. And then we will move the cursor to the right. So the start will be moved to the right by incrementing it by 1. And once we finally found the vowel, we're now going to check the right cursor. Also, we have to type in start as an end and then check. As long as it's a consonant, we will continue on moving the cursor to the left. So type in end minus minus. Okay, now that we found our values, we are going to do the simple swap. So just declare temporary character and then get the character in the start index and then assign the character, the end index, to the start. And then finally assign temp to the end. And then of course, we have to increment the start cursor and the end cursor will be decremented. And finally, we have to convert the character array to string. So this is the result. This should be the result, and let's see once you run this application if it would result to the same thing. So just run it and then here's the result. So it's the same. As you can see, we have reversed all the vowels but the consonants remain the same. And that's it, guys. I hope everything is clear for you guys. So if it's not, or if you have any questions, just comment it down below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and see you next time. Bye bye.